that's the hard thing about Catherine, is that her ideas are so progressive and they are great, but the court almost isn't ready for those ideas yet. So she has to take smaller steps. She can't just expect everyone to rush into it and understand her common goal there.
Every single day I go into other interviews. I'm like, what is who's behind you? And I was like,
correct
I'm just
answer.
They don't say who's behind you. They know.
Exactly. They're like the greatest people alive.
They're like, are you there? Wow.
In Russia. So your dynamic is always incredible, but we're in a more convoluted place than ever in season 3. After mother loving and extra stabbing, what is the state of the Russian Union here? Elle, can Catherine overlook Peter's tremendous flaws?
I think she's going to, she's trying to. I think in her mind, she's almost felt like after the stabbing, maybe it all balances out, that she got him back in a way. They are in marriage counseling about it. So they're trying to work it out. I think they do genuinely know that they love each other, and it's a very true, real love. And they have Paul, so they want to be good parents and want to be a happy family. But I think it's going to be interesting to see if Peter's ego gets in the way of that, because he is a stay-at-home dad and he's a great father, but he is like a first husband in a way to her. And also she's doing his old job, debatably better. So that might be hard for him.
Not that debatable, I think. But Nicholas,
I am here. I am on this call.
I'm so sorry. You're great dad, though.
Flaws.
Great
ego.
dad.
Oh my word.
And for your sake, for Peter, how far can Catherine push him? How much is too much? Is being Father of the Year enough? And what's that like having a baby for you on set?
How far can she push him is interesting, because I think she can push him pretty far, to be honest with you. And I think it's actually other people kind of around the court and the ghost of his father that kind of weigh on him and manipulate him and twist his thoughts. I think that's an interesting commentary in some ways, is that if it wasn't for outside influence, I think the dynamic that's set up would work for them. I think Peter's completely content being a father, not having responsibilities, and he's very happy in that role. But then these kind of ideas and thoughts and memories of his father get planted into his brain and grow into such self-doubt and fear of not having a good legacy and Paul not respecting him as he grows up, that he decides and causes and kind of gets twisted into taking action.
And speaking of outside forces, Elle, you get to do some diplomacy this season as Catherine. How do you keep a straight face talking with the American ambassador about Russia and America being besties?
That was so funny when I read that Tony had, we have the British ambassador and the American ambassador coming to town. I mean, in a way, I think it was it's kind of a modern commentary on our times, possibly too. But I think Catherine, honestly, in that meeting, I think the ideas that he's sharing, even though it's written quite funny, she really, we the people, and like that idea and that concept, right? She really takes that and runs with that and hopes because I think she's like, oh, finally someone gets me. That's what I've been trying to do with this place. And sometimes that's the hard thing about Catherine, is that her ideas are so progressive and they are great, but the court almost isn't ready for those ideas yet. So she has to take smaller steps. She can't just expect everyone to rush into it and understand her common goal there. So she has to learn to compromise and almost talk a little less. I mean, she falters a bit, I will say, this season with her ruling. She's a bit, things happen that make her weaker, but that's the fun. That's what is so fun to play. I'm getting all jumbled up, but that's why it's fun to play her, because she is messy and isn't always strong and knows the right answer. Like she is weak at times. And I think audiences will question if she really is capable to rule the country. Maybe Aunt Elizabeth should do it, you know?
I'd be down with that. But thank you both so much. You guys are fabulous. I love your chemistry together and your chemistry with friends and rivals. So
thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.